welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Grace and I'm the crochet designer behind stitchberryblog.com, where I share all of my crochet patterns for free. So if you love cottagecore-y, feminine, practical, cute crochet patterns, you are in the right place. And here on my channel, I like to share my podcast. I believe this is episode 23, and I like to share projects I'm working on, designs. I like to do vlogs, a little bit of behind the scenes. I like to create content that I like to consume, and I love watching knit and crochet related content. It's very motivating for me with my own projects, and they're just a really fun, cozy thing to watch while I'm working on my own projects. So go ahead and grab a whip and a fun little beverage if you have it. I have my water here, and I'm also finishing my iced coffee for the day. So it's very sad. She's kind of getting a little bit watered down from the ice cubes, but it's okay. I will be finishing this throughout the episode. I don't think there's really anything else to talk about. I'm so excited for this episode. I have a lot of really fun things to show. I have quite a few finished projects and some exciting progress on whips. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Starting with finished projects, I'm going to go ahead and show these that they only made an appearance as a new whip in the last episode, and I already finished them. And that is my Anne of Green Gables socks. So beautiful. I should say I am calling these my Anne of Green Gables socks because this is the Green Gables colorway from Woolberry Fiber Co. She did an Anne of Green Gables collection, I believe it was last spring, so I got the Anne of Green Gables in DK. I could not resist, and I did something different with these socks. I normally just do vanilla socks. Occasionally I'll do a ribbed sock, but I decided to follow a pattern by Darling J'adore. It is the Darling socks, and it is a super simple vanilla sock with just the prettiest little scallop detail on the top. It is so beautiful. I absolutely love how they look. Side note, I forgot to mention this in the beginning. I will link everything that I mentioned down below in the comments. So I will have Woolberry Fiber Co linked, as well as the pattern for these socks. So anyways, back to talking about these. So the pattern did call for fingering weight yarn, but since I was using DK, I just had to switch up the numbers a little bit. I used a different needle. I'm pretty sure I used a size 3. I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty sure that is what I did. And they turned out so great. I did make them a little bit longer just because I like my shorter socks to still come up over my ankles, and they're a pretty good length. I wish I'd added like ½ an inch just to make them a little bit longer, because when I do wear these with leggings or something, I like them to be able to come up over the hem of the leggings, and my leggings are slightly shorter, like they don't come all the way down to my ankle, they hit just above it. So I wish I'd made these just ever so slightly longer just to come up over the hem, but that is a very minor detail. The next pair I make, I will make them a little bit longer, but I've already worn these a couple of times and they fit great. I love them. I'm definitely going to be knitting more DK weight socks because they work up so fast. Like, I made these in less than 2 weeks, which is insane, and they don't hurt my hands as much as like fingering weight because I'm using a really small needle with the fingering weight, and you know, it's a really thin yarn, so I feel like I can't work on them quite as long, but I can work on these for quite an extended period of time without my hands hurting, so that is a plus. And again, they just worked up so fast, so I will definitely be ordering plenty of DK weight yarn in the future so that I can make more DK weight socks. And I also like with DK, they're so cozy, but they're still not overly thick to the point of I can only wear them like when it's 0 degrees outside, because I feel like with worsted weight socks, while they're so cozy and thick, I can only wear them when it's like really cold outside, or else like I just get so hot in them. Versus these, like I was wearing these when it was like 50 degrees outside and I was totally comfortable, totally fine. There's a truck right outside. I'm so sorry if there's so many noises right now. This is really awkward. 1 second. Okay, we're back. Sorry, they're gone. Anyways, I get awkward. I don't like it when people can see me filming. So anyways, that is my Anne of Green Gables socks. I love them so much. I will definitely wear them a little bit here and there throughout the rest of the spring whenever my feet get cold, because they're just the perfect little spring sock. Okay, and my next finished project is a super small project that I made a couple weekends ago, and I love them so much, and they're also a free pattern on my blog. So for a little bit of a background story, I am really good friends with Ashton of Crab April Crafts on Instagram. We've been Instagram crochet designer friends for about 4 years now, which is insane to think about. Like, I literally have distinct memories of watching her stories during quarantine, and I just like was obsessed with everything she did. So anyways, we chat quite a bit in Instagram DMs, and I'm just truly so thankful for her friendship here in the crochet community. And earlier this year we were kind of chatting and thinking about, hey, we should do a collab. So she had this earring pattern and she was like, hey, I have this pattern, we could make it a free pattern on your blog. And I was like, I love that idea so much. So I couldn't resist. I went ahead and made myself a pair of earrings, and these are called the Better Days earrings. And again, the pattern will be linked. I will also make sure to link to Ashton's website down below in the comments so you can check out all of her beautiful crochet patterns. If you love my aesthetic vibe style when it comes to patterns, you will definitely love her style. They're so beautiful, so fun. They are so quick to make. All you need is like embroidery thread, and then I picked up these little kidney shaped earring wire things at Joann's for like $2, and I was able to make these in an afternoon. They're so fun and so cute and so perfect for summer. So anyways, yes, the pattern for these will be down below in the comments, so be sure to check that out, as well as go give Ashton a follow and go support her because she is amazing and she is just such a beautiful human being. Hey guys, can you believe it? We are not done with finished projects yet. I have, it's like one more finished project, but it's two, if that makes sense. I made two of the same thing, and I'm so excited to show these to you. It is my little crossbody bags, or belt bags, whatever you want to call them. They are done and they are so cute. They are so polished and beautiful, and it has this adjustable strap, which is amazing. I'm just completely obsessed with these. Okay, so before I like get into all the details, I need to just give an overview. So this is a crossbody bag that I designed. I'll give you a close-up of what the square looks like. Literally so beautiful and so perfect for spring and summer. So I am working on writing the pattern right now. While it is a pretty easy pattern to make, like it's actually super quick, like you could crochet and assemble like the squares all in one afternoon or day. Putting the actual pattern together is quite time consuming, just because I took a lot of photos throughout the whole process, which is actually why I made two, just because I wanted this pattern to be as easy as possible for you guys. Again, the actual crocheting and making is not hard, it's just a little bit intimidating at first. So I wanted to make sure that the pattern was very thorough when it came to crocheting the squares, assembling the squares, and even adding in the lining. So this is my first time ever designing a pattern that requires sewing skills as well, which is very intimidating as a designer, because again, I want this pattern to be as easy as possible to follow. So anyways, hopefully it goes well. I'm going to have some testers test the pattern to make sure it goes well for them. But anyways, I'll just give you a little tour of the bag. So obviously you have the granny squares, which is the body of the bag. And I used We Crochet Dishy. You can actually see all of the colors up there that I used. So fun. And then I ordered this beautiful gold zipper from Amazon. It's just so cute. I'm personally a gold girly. Like, I don't really do silver that much. I'm much more of like, if I'm wearing jewelry, it is going to be gold. So of course I had to get the gold zipper for this. And then I purchased my other hardware from Amazon as well. So just like the D-ring and then this little clippy thing. And I sewed my own straps. I bought the strap material from Amazon as well, and I sewed my own strap. And looking back, I don't know why I didn't think about this before, but you can buy like really cute guitar straps or other adjustable straps. So you don't even have to sew the strap, which I wish I had known that before, because that would have just saved, I mean, really only like 15 minutes, but like it would just be so much easier. So I'm going to include that in the pattern, as you can sew your own strap, but you can also buy a strap, and that's one less step that you have to worry about. And I also just bought a very simple fabric, just like a cream from Joann's for the lining, just so then nothing falls out. So anyways, yes, I did make two and crocheted both of them. So this is a pattern that will hopefully be coming, I would like it to be May, but we'll see with when I can get the pattern done and ready for testers. Hopefully my goal is to have the pattern all put together this week, and then I can do a tester call. I also have another pattern, the Florence bandana, which will be coming out in the next couple weeks. So I have that to worry about, but then also getting this out, because I would really love to release this by like the 3rd week of May is my goal, but I don't think that's gonna happen. For sure, I would love for it to be May. If not May, the 1st or 2nd week of June, this pattern will be out. I think I'm going to call this the Eloise bag. I just think it needed a really cute little girly name, and so I think Eloise just makes sense for this bag. So you will not see these again until the pattern is released, hopefully in May. I will be sure to share here on the podcast when the pattern is released. Now moving into whips, I have two brand new whips to talk about, as well as a design that you have seen before but I made a lot of progress on. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about the two brand new designs, so I'm going to go ahead and share the two brand new whips first. So as soon as I finished my Anne of Green Gables socks, I immediately started working on a brand new sock. So I went to Joann's a couple weeks ago, and I knew that I wanted, I'm in the middle of a row. What's new? Okay, so I wanted to knit a pair of socks for my dad for Father's Day, and yes, it is in June, but also it's like the end of April, which is crazy, and I just wanted plenty of time to work on these, especially because they're not a priority project. They're just a mindless project to work on whenever I don't really want to work on anything else. So I went to Joann's and I picked up some Patton's Croy sock yarn. This is the color Cadet Colors, I think. So it is a fingering weight yarn, and let's see here. It is 25%, or sorry, it is 75% wool, 25% nylon. So it is a great sock yarn. It is a little bit more of a rustic yarn. It's not itchy, but it's also not like the softest sock yarn that I've ever worked with, but I do feel like it does soften up when you knit with it, as well as it will soften up once I block it as well. So I'm also holding two balls together because my dad has big feet, and I was not about to knit him a fingering weight sock. If he ever gets socks from me, they are going to be DK or up, because that's too much time. So I'm just doing a basic vanilla sock. I honestly forget how many rounds I did For the cuff, I think I did 20, 2 by 2, and I'm just working on the leg. I'm so scared that these are going to be really big, but also he has like big calves and big feet. So I really honestly haven't worked on these for a hot second just because I'm so scared that they're going to be so big. But also when I like stretch it out, I'm like, okay, but like that's the size of his calves. So, and when I put it on myself, it's not ginormous. Like, yes, it's obviously bigger than what it would be for me, but I'm like, okay, it's not falling down on me, so it should be good. So I need to just stop doubting myself on the size and just knit it and hope for the best. I have knit him a pair of socks before, so I honestly need to get those and compare this size to that size to just see, just to make sure that it fits. And I'm not following a pattern for this, I'm just winging it. Maybe I should have followed a pattern because I'm clearly just doubting myself on the size, but I do think that this should work. And if not, I can rip out. It's not that big of a deal because this didn't take an insane amount of time to knit anyways. I am kind of nervous that I'm going to run out of yarn. I picked up only 4 of these because I was like, oh yeah, 2 per like sock should be plenty, which I'm not like near the end, but also it just doesn't feel like I'm going to have enough because I'm really only like, I don't know, 2/3 of the way done with the leg. I mean, if you include the cuff, like I probably want to knit it another, I don't know, 3 or 4 inches, not 4. 2 to 3 inches, and again, it's going to be a really long foot too. So I'm nervous that I'm going to run out of yarn and I'm going to have to get more, which normally isn't that big of a deal. I've only had like 1 major project that I've worked on in the past where when I had to order more yarn, the dye lot was just so off and I just had to abandon the project because it was just not going to work. But I've had pretty good luck every other time when it comes to buying more yarn and the color matching. So normally I would be fine, except when I was looking at this yarn, there was a lot of dye lot inconsistencies with just the yarn that was there. And it wasn't just this color, it was all of the colors. Like, they were just so vastly different, and so I would definitely have to bring this with me to make sure I get something as close as possible. And I mean, they're also just socks for my father, and I know he would not care if there was a few inconsistencies in the color because he literally would not care. He would just be happy to have a really warm wool sock. So it wouldn't be the end of the world. It would just bug me a little bit, but it is what it is. I think he will really like this color, so we'll see. But yeah, that is the progress that I've made over the past couple weeks. I haven't picked it up in a few days, so hopefully I can get a little bit of progress done on this. And my other whip is part of a gift from my mom for Mother's Day. So if you remember, I knit her a pair of socks that were gonna be for Mother's Day. And then once I released the book sleeve pattern, she requested a set of book sleeves whenever she wasn't asking for it at a specific time. She was like, you can do it for my birthday, for Christmas, whatever. Well, all of that is really far in the future, so I decided to give the socks to her for her birthday later in the year and make her a set of book sleeves for Mother's Day. So I already finished the ruffle book sleeve a couple weeks ago, which if you watch the podcast, you will have seen this already. And I had a little bit of time this week where I wasn't really working on any other projects like the design or anything, and I knew that I had to crochet another book sleeve for her, so I went ahead and started this one, which this one is coming together so fast. I'm using Lion brand Basic Stitch. It's a green, don't know what the color is. It was from my stash, so it is the color I used in the Avonlea pillow, which is a free pattern on my blog, so you can go there to find the color because I don't know what the color is. But anyways, I'm crocheting. I always forget the names of my book sleeves. Let's see here. The ruffle is Jane, I know that. Louise, this one is Louise. This is the bow one that you slide the book in like this, and then it has the two bow ties up here. So anyways, I started this last week, and this is the progress that I made over like 2 days, which is really great. So I'm almost done with this one, so hopefully this will be a finished project in the next episode, because I think I just have a couple more inches to go for the book, and then obviously the ties. So this one is a great, just quick project when I needed something to work on. Yeah, I'm really happy that then once I finish this one, then I will have my mom's Mother's Day gift all done and ready to go, which is super exciting. And my final whip is the cardigan design that I have been working on. Been around for a couple of episodes. You will have seen the progress that I've been making on a like spring summer cardigan. I've made so much progress on this. It is so exciting. So I finished the back panel and the front 2 panels, and I blocked them and then I seamed them together. So, which she's already wrinkly again from being in the bag. That's okay. So we have something that resembles a cardigan, which is super exciting. And this cardigan is going to have a little like tie in the front right here, which is going to be so cute, as just a cute little closure. So this is not where it's going to be placed. I just, once I seamed it together, I wanted to see how it looked. So I just quickly attached just ties on either side, just so I could see what it looked like on. It looked amazing. So very, very happy with that progress. And I did start the first sleeve. The stitch pattern is what would make this, I would say, like an easy pattern. It is super repetitive, but I think it could be a little bit intimidating for a beginner. But of course I will have photos in the tutorial. I'm hoping to include a chart in the tutorial or in the pattern, so it will be super easy to learn, and it's just a 2-row repeat, which is amazing. So very excited about that. But it is going to be a super easy cardigan to actually crochet and make, because it is all going to be in panels, which is amazing. There are 0 increases, decreases. If you can crochet a rectangle, you can crochet this pattern, which is going to be amazing. So I'm about, I don't know, I'm over halfway done with the panel. Yeah, so I'm about halfway through the first panel, but I definitely need to get this done this week because I have a photo shoot next week for a couple of designs, the Eloise belt bag, the Florence bandana, and since I'm already in photography mode for that, I really want to get photos of a finished cardigan. So one of my priorities this week is finalizing this design, which is stressful thinking that I have a timeline, but also that just means I can crochet this week, which is super exciting and super fun. And I'm actually kind of thinking about doing a little vlog of me like finishing the process of crocheting this cardigan. So we'll see how that goes. Wish me luck because I need to get her done. So anyways, that's where this design is at. I'm just so excited for this pattern. I think y'all are really, really going to love it. And I'm using Drops Saffron in color 72. It's a really cool cream. It's a really nice cotton to work with. It is great for a summer garment, so very exciting, and hopefully this will be another finished project in the next episode. Okay, and I've finished a book since the last episode, and that is The Golden Spoon by Jessa Maxwell. This was such a fun, enjoyable read. It is less than 300 pages, so it is super quick to read. If you love the Great British Baking Show and like Only Murders in the Building or Clue or Knives Out, just like the cozy murder mystery, you will love this. It's like a baking show, but then there's like the mystery aspect to it, and it is just so insanely cozy and really, really enjoyable to read. So I got through that one pretty quickly. And then I started The Leftover Woman by Jean Conk. I'm so sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Again, this is another really short read, less than 200 pages. I'm just now getting into it. Let's see, what page am I on? I'm on 123, and I'm just now getting into it. I really struggled with the first like 70 pages. I just couldn't get into it, and I think that was my own fault because I thought it was like a thriller mystery type book. Like, when you look at the cover, that looks like some sort of thriller book. It is not, so it took me a little bit to get into, but that was, I think, just because it wasn't what I was expecting, so it kind of threw me off in the beginning. But getting into the characters more, I am starting to enjoy reading that, which is great. So The Golden Spoon, definitely 5-star read, loved it. The Leftover Woman, it's good. Will it be a 5-star read for me? Probably not, but I am really enjoying it so far. Oh, and as far as admin, new content, whatever, I have a new video out. It is a little, very chaotic tour of my office. I just thought it'd be fun. I love watching people give a tour of their creative space, their office space, so I thought it'd be fun to film my own little office tour, especially because this is the first time that I've ever had like a little office creative space that is all mine, and so I thought it'd be fun to film that for you. She's a little bit of a chaotic video, not gonna lie, but still really fun to watch anyways, so I will have that linked down below, and I will also again have the free pattern linked for the Better Days earrings, as that is the most recent blog post on my blog. And I think that that is all that I have for today. Thank you so much for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video.